Hubert Jude Brown, born September 25, 1933, is an American retired professional basketball player, coach, and analyst. Brown is a two-time NBA Coach of the Year, the honors separated by 26 years. Brown was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2005. Following his retirement from coaching, Brown worked as a television analyst for NBA on TNT and ESPN and ABC. Brown called his final game on February 9, 2025. Early life. Hubert Jude Brown was born on September 25, 1933, in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. Brown moved to Elizabeth, New Jersey, at age 3 and was raised there, living in a small apartment building without a telephone. Brown, an only child, has said that his father, Charlie, who worked at the shipyards, was a demanding man. He graduated from St. Mary of the Assumption High School in 1951. While he was in high school, St. Mary won state championships in football, basketball, and baseball. Personal life. Brown and his late wife of 54 years, Claire, have 3 daughters, Molly, Virginia, and Julie, and a son, Brendan, an NBA scout and assistant coach who then worked for the New York Knicks as a radio analyst. Claire Brown died on June 7, 2024, at the age of 87. His son Brendan died November 3, 2024, at the age of 54 due to health complications. Net worth. Hubie Brown, a well-known figure in the basketball world, has amassed a net worth of approximately $10 million to $15 million. As a former professional basketball player and a successful NBA coach, much of his wealth stems from his long career in the sport, both on the court and in coaching. Additionally, Brown earned significant money as a television basketball analyst, which further boosted his net worth. His wealth comes from a combination of his playing career, coaching endeavors, and broadcasting contracts. Brown played in the NBA for several teams, including the Cincinnati Royals and the Atlanta Hawks, and later transitioned into a coaching career. He is perhaps best known for coaching the Memphis Grizzlies, where he earned NBA Coach of the Year honors in 2004. After his coaching career, Brown shifted to the broadcasting side, serving as a commentator for ESPN and ABC, which added to his financial standing. Brown's net worth also benefits from endorsements and public appearances, as his name has remained highly respected within the basketball community. His legacy, both as a player and a coach, has helped him continue to generate income through various opportunities, even after retiring from professional coaching. Houses and lifestyle. Hubie Brown has maintained a relatively private lifestyle, especially when it comes to his real estate holdings. Though he is a public figure, there is limited information available about his specific houses or properties. However, like many successful figures in sports, Brown likely owns homes in areas where he worked, including Memphis, Tennessee, during his tenure with the Grizzlies, as well as potentially in other locations tied to his professional career or personal preferences. College career. Brown played college basketball and baseball at Niagara University, graduating in 1955 with a degree in education. While at Niagara, Brown was a teammate and roommate of former Utah Jazz coach Frank Layden, as well as Larry Costello and Charlie Hoxie, who would go on to star for the Harlem Globetrotters. Brown has always appeared to live a modest and down-to-earth lifestyle, with much of his public persona centered around his passion for basketball rather than flaunting wealth. He has never been known for lavish displays of opulence like some other sports figures, choosing instead to focus on his career and the impact he has had on the basketball world. While specifics about his homes remain private, it is likely that Hubie Brown enjoys a comfortable and stable lifestyle, owing to the wealth he has accumulated through his various endeavors in the sports industry. Professional career. After leaving Niagara, Brown joined the U.S. Army where he joined the Army's basketball team. After being honorably discharged in 1958, Brown briefly played for the Rochester Colonels of the Eastern Professional Basketball League, the forerunner to the Continental Basketball Association, before they folded after just 8 games. He averaged 13.8 points per game in his brief stint as a pro and was an excellent defender as a player. Brown also returned to Niagara to earn a master's degree in education as he looked to pursue a coaching career. Hubie Brown's coaching career spanned several decades and included both successful and challenging moments, making him a respected figure in basketball history. He began his coaching journey in 1955 at St. Mary Academy in Little Falls, New York, where he coached basketball and baseball. He then moved to coach at Cranford High School in New Jersey in the early 1960s, followed by a stint at Fair Lawn High School until 1967. In 1967, Brown took on a role as an assistant coach at William and Mary for a year before joining Duke University as an assistant coach from 1968 to 1972. His NBA coaching career began in 1972 when he joined the Milwaukee Bucks as an assistant under Larry Costello, contributing to their 1974 NBA Finals appearance. In 1974, he became the head coach of the Kentucky Colonels in the ABA, leading them to the 1975 ABA championship before the ABA-NBA merger in 1976. Brown's next significant role was with the Atlanta Hawks, 1976 to 1981. Although his first season was tough, he led the Hawks to a .500 season in 1977-78 and was named Coach of the Year. His time with the Hawks also saw them win their second division title in 1979-80. However, he was fired after a disappointing 1980-81 season. From 1982 to 1987, Brown coached the New York Knicks, but despite initial success, injuries to key players like Bernard King and Patrick Ewing hindered the team's performance. Brown was fired midway through the 1986-87 season. After a lengthy absence from coaching, Brown returned to the NBA in 2002 with the Memphis Grizzlies, at the age of 69. Despite skepticism about his age, he led the team to a 50-32 record and their first-ever playoff appearance in 2004. He was named Coach of the Year again. However, health concerns and tensions within the team led to his resignation in November 2004, after just a 5-7 start to the season. Brown's career was marked by his defensive strategies, adaptability, and leadership through challenging situations, leaving a lasting impact on both the teams he coached and the broader basketball community. Broadcasting career. Hubie Brown's broadcasting career began after he was fired by the Atlanta Hawks, initially working with USA Network's NBA coverage, including playoff games. In 1985, while still coaching the New York Knicks, Brown teamed up with Brent Musburger for CBS's playoff coverage. After being dismissed from the Knicks in 1986, Brown was hired full-time by CBS as a broadcaster. He served as part of the third team with Vern Lundquist before being promoted to the second team the following season. By 1988, Brown replaced Billy Cunningham as CBS's lead NBA analyst, working alongside Dick Stockton. Brown continued with CBS until 1990, when the network ended its NBA coverage. He then worked on local broadcasts for the Philadelphia 76ers and Detroit Pistons before joining TNT in the early 1990s, where he continued to cover NBA basketball through the 2001-2002 season. He was paired with announcers like Bob Neal, Ron Thulin, and his old CBS partners. After leaving the Memphis Grizzlies in 2004, Brown became the top NBA analyst for ABC. He worked with Al Michaels and Mike Breen on regular season and playoff games, including the 2005 and 2006 NBA Finals. Eventually, he was replaced by Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy but continued working with Mike Tirico, Mark Jones, and Dave Pask on ABC and ESPN. Brown's broadcasting career earned him recognition, including 2 Sports Emmy nominations in 1994 and 1999. His final broadcast took place on February 9, 2025, for a game between the Philadelphia 76ers and Milwaukee Bucks on ABC, where he was joined by Mike Breen. Halls of Fame. Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, Class of 2005 as a contributor. College Basketball Hall of Fame, Class of 2006. National Sports Media Association Hall of Fame, Class of 2022 as a broadcaster.